In England today, there's over 700,000 students that presently have come out of university with debt and cannot get a job.
Is university really still worth it?
There are 140 applicants per graduate job now.
Paying fees of
9% of their income
for up to 40 years.
In the age of AI,
pressure is mounting on the government.
He is saddling graduates with debt.
Asking graduates to pay even more.
That's the difference a Labour government makes.
The cost of these loans is soaring and it is hitting young people.
I would have been better off without going to university. You don't really know what you're signing up to.
It's wrong.
The debt is so much.
Not a single person from my entire class of 30 people has gotten the job that we were told we were going to get.
Isn't there an argument that there's a sort of misselling here?
I hate to say it, but you've kind of been missold.
I'd call that loan sharking.
Rip off, rip! No other loan would change its terms in this way.
With young people who had not been given any education on these loans.
There's no way that I, at 17, 18 years old, signed up for that kind of debt.
I checked the other day, 78,000.
That is mental. Everyone's complaining about it, and today we're going to do something about it.
I want to help the education system get updated.
Is anyone here going to uni?
I'm trying to start a charity for deaf people.
What makes you not just stop uni and just start this now anyway? You go to university here?
Yeah.
Studying for what?
Finance, but...
Why are you studying finance here? Every successful entrepreneur I know didn't go to university, they dropped out or didn't bother going at all. It's almost fashionable to say you go to a certain university. It's dangerous. So you're going to spend £30,000, 3 years of your life. Am I missing something here? How much debt will you get into? People don't understand they have debt.
I went into university almost entirely against my will.
This is so crazy to me.
I now feel like I've uncovered a financial product being sold without people understanding what they're signing up to.
You can go back on my YouTube channel 6 years ago. I was saying this university shit is a problem.
Got to see what's caused this and how to undo it.
A kid came up to me yesterday telling me his best friend killed himself because he couldn't find a job. He was promised one at university, and when he came out 9 months later he couldn't find a job, so much pressure, killed himself. What the f have we done?
Education, education, and education.
Tony Blair sold this concept that everyone should go to university and then gave you a debt system that traps you for life. University used to be free, and now it's just become this thing you have to do. Like getting into debt is just normal. I mean, you're getting into debt doing it too, right?
100%.
Look at this graph. This is how much debt has increased since university stopped being free. And this is how much less your degree is now worth.
I've built a massive following online. 21 million people follow me. I ask people their dreams.
Excuse me, do you have a dream? Do you have a dream? What's your dream?
Oh, you're that guy.
I am that guy.
His name is Simon Squibb.
Entrepreneur and founder and CEO of Help Bank.
Asking strangers around the world.
Do you guys have a dream?
And turning the answers into life-changing moments.
I help people launch businesses and we'll upload it to our followers and our social media. And there's one thing that keeps getting in the way. Do you guys have a dream?
I'm not sure because I'm just in uni at the moment.
Making the team and everything while staying in uni as well.
So what's stopping you doing it? I don't understand.
So right now I'm a uni student.
Most people that are going to university, there's no correlation between the dream, the thing they want to do, and the thing that they're studying.
To become a professional soccer player.
What are you studying?
I study finance.
It's madness.
How long have you been doing marketing?
I'm in my 3rd year now.
What are the 5 ways you make money on TikTok, do you know?
I do not know, no.
She's been sold a service that is doing her an injustice. It's so bad now that even the politicians are admitting
The system is now at breaking point.
They broke the system, they scammed the country.
Why is the Prime Minister taking from students to give to Benefit Street?
Yes, the student loan system is broken. Is it front of the queue? No, it's not.
In this video, I'm going to step through the whole university system, and I'm going to uncover what I think is the biggest scandal of our time.
I need to go and speak to people that have actually gone to university and find out, was it really worth it?
My university graduates, how you guys all doing? I didn't go to university. I never even thought about going to university. It didn't even cross my mind. I'm hoping, as graduates from university, 4 years, lots of money, you're all living the dream job, being paid a fortune, and it's all working out, right? No? Then we need to talk.
You might be wondering why some of the faces are blurred. After this wrapped, some of them were so worried about the impact this might have on their career that they didn't want to be identified. And you're about to see why.
Well, what's your story?
I went into university almost entirely against my will.
Took a gap year because I was so set on not going to uni. I was like, I'm not going to uni. Don't want to be in education anymore. It's just not for me.
My mindset really from
early on was I want the piece of paper at the end.
Just validation. Can I just have a show of hands? Who's happy with their university experience? If you were thinking about this today, would you still go to university for the next 4 years?
Probably not, because I know more now.
Did anyone say to you, are you sure you want to go and you know you're getting into debt doing it? Did anyone say that to you? Nope. See, I'm not against going to university. I'm against it being almost like a default, no choice, get into debt, do it. Do you know exactly how much debt you're in?
No, not the exact figure, no.
Right. But it's your first experience with debt.
Yeah.
And you're signing off on a financial product. They're being sold a financial product they don't understand. If this was a car loan or a mortgage being sold in this way to a 19-year-old who doesn't understand how compound interest works, there'd be serious consequences. I feel terrible for these students. They went to uni because they felt there was no other option, and it hasn't helped them fulfill their dreams like they expected. But the thing that makes me really angry is that none of them even know how much their debt is going to cost them. How much are you spending to go here? How much did you spend on that course? How much debt will you get into?
I don't know.
You're paying for it though, right? Through a loan program.
I don't know either, but I'm going to call Student Finance to try to find out.
Good afternoon, Student Loans Company. How can I help you?
Yes, I'm just trying to get a little bit more information about a student loan I'm looking to get. I want to know on the repayment what my interest rate might be. Can you answer that?
It depends on the plan that they put you on.
There's no general framework, like if I get $60,000 of debt, I'll pay 7% compound. There's no set example you can give me?
No. It's basically like 3.4%.
Okay, at 3.4% on average.
Yeah.
Okay, is that compounded or is that?
It depends on the SFE agreement where you want to get the loan, okay?
When do I start paying the interest? But the interest keeps going on even if I'm not working, right?
Yes.
You've been very helpful, thank you so much. And out of interest, were you a student? Did you go to university? Did you go? I think I'm starting to rattle some cages. So Student Finance couldn't help, but luckily I know an expert from TikTok who can. Yo man, I just watched your TikTok.
Finally, the UK has woken up to how unfair the student loan repayment system is. And as someone with oversight,
I just got £4,000 from student finance.
Cameron really seems to know his stuff when it comes to student finance. So if anyone can help me, it's going to be him. First question I got for you.
Yes.
How much debt are you in?
Oh, well, I actually checked today and it's brought a bit of a tear to my eye. So when I left university, I had £55,000 of student debt. Any guesses after 4 years what it might be now?
With compound?
Maybe a little bit,
I'm going to say, I reckon you owe more already, like you're at 65,000.
Well, I wish. It's £75,000 as of today, so that's £18,000 more than what I started with.
I want to figure out just how much Cameron's loan is going to cost him over his lifetime. How much are you going to have in student debt when you're 60?
So right now we're looking at £75,000 total debt. At 3% interest rate, how much is that a year?
That's £27,000 a year.
27,000.
Is that right? No, sorry. Hold on, I've done this one. I'm actually really bad with this. How do you do 3% on a calculator?
5 times by 0.03.
I'm really bad at this.
Right. It's 2,250. Okay. So now we're looking at compound interest. So if you add that to that, we're now looking at around £77,000. That is also charged at another 3% interest rate.
Okay. So what's 3% compound interest?
This is the point where we got stuck. So I decided to leave Cameron to it for a few hours. If a financial expert can't figure this out, how is an 18-year-old who's financially illiterate supposed to?
Have you figured it out? I feel like I was gone hours.
Yeah.
Tell me you got the answer.
Hours. I couldn't work it out. The fact that we've got interest, we've got inflation.
Yeah, and you know what you're talking about with finance, and you can't work it out. So what hope has a 19-year-old got? To really understand this, let's put it in real terms.
If you were a university student and you bought this pizza with your university loan money, it wouldn't cost you £20 like it should. It will cost you, are you ready? Potentially £130.
Would anyone buy this pizza for £130? Let's go and find out.
Excuse me, were you ever a student?
Yeah, I was.
Were you a student?
No, I'm a uni dropout.
Did you get a student loan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well done. Did you understand compound interest when you signed up?
No.
Okay. How old were you when you signed the documents?
Oh, probably like 18.
18. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you buy a pizza
Yeah, of course.
with the student loan money?
Yeah, of course I did.
Okay, so this pizza cost £20.
Yeah.
So guess how much this pizza would have cost you?
Not sure.
Have a guess how much this pizza cost based on the compound interest you had to pay.
Oh my god, mine's big though, so I don't know, like 100, 200 quid.
Well, you're close.
I didn't go to university to study film, to make documentaries, but here I am making a documentary about university because the only way you really learn is going out in the real world and doing it. I've managed to get a deal done with Tide Banking, my partner on this video. They're paying for this video. So even my costs, I'm trying to teach you something here, your costs can be covered by one sponsor to allow you to go and make the stuff you want in life. And to support my sponsor, I ask you to click the link down below and register a company to start your journey building your dream, the job you want. Create a job for yourself. All you need to do is use the code SIMON when you click the link down below for Tide Banking, and when you spend £100, you'll get £50 back. It's easier to set up a company and register it than it is to fill out your uni loan documents. But you can make money starting a business. Go do it, the link's down below.
After compound interest, it would be £130 for a £20 pizza. You had a lucky escape. Do you want it now?
Not for £130.
Sure.
Even though it's nice.
Right.
Even though it's nice. Frank Bank is nice.
That's what you did though. You didn't know it, and that's the thing that's wrong. People don't understand what they signed up to. University students signed a loan document at 18 years old without understanding financial literacy. It's not right. It's totally wrong. We just can't make sense of these massive debts. They're impossible to predict because the government can change the threshold for which you start paying any time it likes. I want to know what I can do, so I'm meeting Ollie, an activist who's blowing up online.
I'm just calling because I think there's been a mistake on my student loan statement. I've been making repayments, but my total loan has gone up. This is my mum, and I'm going to ask her about student loans. How is it different for your generation?
We were lucky. We didn't come away with loans. We bought our first place in our late 20s.
What's the problem people need to be aware of?
Basically, young people who went to university, who were told they had to go to university, are basically going to be paying higher taxes for the rest of their life into their 50s or 60s, and that's just not fair.
So what do you think? People deserve a refund? They've been missold a financial product? That's my argument. What do you think?
Well, I think it's difficult. I think people knew that they were going to have to pay something back. So, I mean, our campaign, Rethink Repayment, we want to be pragmatic because we understand that the UK's financial situation is not good, right? So I think arguing for completely wiping loans is not feasible. There are like £270 billion worth of outstanding loans.
They should have missold it.
Well,
I think people don't understand what they're signing up to at 19 years old. So regardless, if it was a bank or it's a car loan company, if it's a buy now, pay later company, they have rules. You have to explain it to people.
Yeah.
Sure, there could be arguments that that person knew and that person didn't, but the young people I'm speaking to didn't know what they were signing up to. As an entrepreneur who's been involved in lots of different financial mechanisms, I know you can't just change the terms of a credit agreement after it's been made unless the other party agrees. And you can't sell a financial product on yesterday's numbers. I think it's time to talk to my lawyer.
I'm wondering whether or not this is potentially a missold financial product to 19-year-olds that don't understand what they're signing up to. I didn't start this documentary out with that in mind. I started it out trying to understand whether uni is worth it anymore. I now feel like I've uncovered a financial product being sold without people understanding what they're signing up to. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting.
If cars were being sold this way, there'd be serious repercussions.
I would say there is a slight difference though between sort of a car finance loan and student finance. If I don't pay that back, my credit score is negatively impacted. I probably won't be able to get a mortgage, and that car could be taken away from me. Whereas my university loan isn't immediately payable like the next month that I've taken it out.
I don't know if you've spoken to the kids that are signing up on this, but I have now frankly got quite upset by it. There's people that are sitting there 22, 23, 24 years old in 60, 70, 80,000 pounds worth of debt, and they didn't understand they were signing up for that. So my question to you, Henry, is can I hire you to do a lawsuit to defend those people that didn't know what they were signing up to?
I think personally that's not an area that I would be able to action in terms of a mass sort of law action.
Right. Henry, thanks for your time. Thank you so much.
When you're trying to do things that other people aren't doing, you're always going to get pushback. People are going to tell you it's impossible to do it. But the biggest ideas often are the ones that need to happen. And you must never give up if you have a crazy idea. They gave up. See? By the way, I knew they were following me, they were behind me, and they gave up. Never give up. Come on. I knew you were behind me. I was doing a test. You should never give up on pursuing something you feel in you should be doing. I'm not giving up either. I'm meeting a financial risk expert who's going to help me launch a super complaint. Take a seat. So, what is the problem as you see it?
But the root cause of the problem is 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds sometimes, they just don't understand what they're signing up to. The student loan company is not treating them as the sort of naive consumers that they are. The consumer duty that every other financial institution owes to borrowers in the United Kingdom, the student loan company for some reason sits outside that remit. It is a scandal waiting to blow up, I think.
I'm wondering if I should hire a legal firm to actually defend a few students as a case study.
Citizens Advice being one of them, who are permitted to launch super complaints in the United Kingdom, and they make a case on behalf of all those who've been impacted.
I am actually a little bit scared because I think this could actually legally be a big nightmare and we may get dragged through the mud. I've got a family to protect. I'm a little bit scared about it, but I also know that it's wrong.
Yeah.
And so when something's wrong, we have to say something. They actually need us to stand up for them a little bit so they can stand up for themselves.
I agree.
So let's do it.
I'm all in. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your work already. Got an email back from the Citizens Advice. Thank you for getting in touch. Apologies for the delay in responding. Unfortunately, this isn't an area we have a great deal of insight into, I'm afraid. I know there are many other voices speaking publicly on the issue, such as Martin Lewis, so it may be worth reaching out to the money-saving expert team in case they're able to help you. Best wishes, Tanya. This is f***ing ridiculous, actually. I'm absolutely fuming about this. It cannot be that the Citizens Advice is speak to Martin Lewis.
Freezing the repayment threshold is a breach of natural justice. It would not be allowed for any commercial lender. There's a moral leg to stand on.
Kids are still getting told to go to university. Even the numbers are proving it's pointless. If you want to be a lawyer or a doctor, sure, go to university. Everybody else, we must now say no. You must say no to your parents. Your parents need to be educated. Send them this video. They must know that university is not the answer for their kids. It's not the safe bet that you were told. You're not going to get a higher paying job. You're not going to end up doing exactly what you love because you're not even allowed to figure out what it is you love. But if you can't find a job, the only answer is create a job for yourself, and that means you need to learn entrepreneurship. And Martin Lewis, if you want to team up with me to take this to the courts and fight back for young people, let me know.
Imagine if the student loan amount had been available to young people to spend on anything they liked.
I'm doing a little video where I'm trying to get the Prime Minister's attention.
Don't just take it willy-nilly.
They won't take my letter.
What would you do if you were PM for a day?
Basically, I want to sue student finance. This is not right.